Good morning, and you join me on the first day of a new job. Pretty big project, this one. Lots of different things involved. There's going to be a wildlife pond, a wildflower meadow. There's going to be some pollinator friendly planting flower beds added, and some different stonework in the first section. And there's going to be a second phase where I'm going to be renewing all of this patio area and all these planting beds you see behind me here. Some bits will be staying. That lovely bush will be staying, and so I'll give you a walk around in a minute and give you a close-up on exactly what I'll be doing. So first of all, my access through to the back garden is all going to be through this double set of doors with this sort of add-on utility room. So wheelbarrow only. It's going to make it a little bit of interesting. So I'll be getting some wooden boards up and over the thresholds to protect them. So that's the first thing. Let's say the second phase is going to be all these paving, which is nearest to me, because I don't want to be renewing those and then walking all over them with the far side. So obviously I've got a few bits to clear on here when I come to this, all the furniture, but in essence this is all going to be new paving. Renew those steps there. There's a couple of manhole covers to renew, but this is all going to be done, all redone. I'm going to be keeping these brick planters, clearing off all these plum slate chippings, putting some new high quality soil in there and a bit of replanting. I'm going to keep what's in there. I'm going to be adding probably about four or five new plants in there as well. I'm going to be keeping this briquette pathway. This is going to be staying, but everything else to the sides is going to be renewed. So pretty much as a guide, everything to this side here is going to be a wildflower planting meadow, be a new section of paving instead of those slabs there. That is an existing raised koi fish pond. I did ask the customer if they'd like me to renew that and do an aquascape ecosystem pond, but I think it's got a bit of sentimental value, and they spent a bit of money on the filtration on it recently, so that's going to be staying. So that's fine, that's absolutely fine. I'm not here to push work on people at all. So I said this bush will be staying. All of this is going to be dug up, get rid of all the membrane. That's the other issue. All under here the membrane's ripped, so we've got weeds constantly growing through, so that's going to be remembraned. New chippings, going to go some blue slate chippings here. I will be keeping obviously this stone section. I'll give this a power wash up, but little bird bath, little holly bush, that's pretty nice. So basically that's going to be staying. This pathway again will be pressure washed up, that's going to be staying. And this is where the herbaceous flower bed will be created from. So I'm going to keep this access here, and then I'm going to create a new flower bed. It's going to have brick edging. That's going to sweep round this way, sort of join with that. It's going to be all planting there, all pollinator friendly planting, some evergreen shrubs, and then just a bit hard standing. I'm going to curve my edging off this way, and a bit hard standing again on some blue slate in front of those doors. And this section in the middle, where there used to be a pond years ago before they put the fish pond over there, this is all going to be removed. There's a lot of concrete work, there's some old tanks at the back. This is all coming out, and this is where the the wildlife pond even is going to be going, with some wildflower planting. So yeah, that's all going to be pollinator friendly and wildlife friendly in there. So lovely project, let's get cracking. Okay, so got my little rampway built up here using scaffold boards, so that should get me through this section okay, ready to the back. Let's get clearing. Okay, little break from all the hardcore smashing, as it were. I'm just going to bail out this little tank area here. As you can see around the back, there's a couple of plastic tanks. This used to feed a waterfall here. This used to be a pond many years ago, but been long since filled in. Obviously they got their raised fish pond there, so just going to spend a bit of time getting rid of these tanks and this plastic pipe work. So they bail this water out from here, because if I start cracking any more, it's just going to come forward. I'd rather sort of bail it out under a bit of control rather than just having it flood out everywhere. So that's my next job. So I'm glad I stopped when I did with the hitting, because I've just found a slow worm under here. So I'm going to get him or her to safety, and then I'll continue getting this concrete block and stonework out. So I've just found this slow worm as I'm excavating this lump of concrete and stone. So I'm going to put him or her in a safe place, because obviously I don't want to be damaging them. I'm just going to keep an eye out if there's any more as well. So yeah, lovely little find. I don't see too many of these, so that's lovely. And then what do you know, found another one. Lovely shy little things, loving the damp and the out of the way areas. So I'll be making sure I get that one out before I start any more removals. So just being really careful excavating this area, because obviously I don't want to hurt any of these. So I'll be putting them in a safe place along with a little friend I've just found. So that's me all done at the end of day one. Not a bad start to the job. All this concrete and stone's been cleared all around here. All those tanks and pipe work's gone. So tomorrow will be a case of levelling off this soil, getting rid of that sand, and then start getting all this old stone, all of these areas here, all into the skip. Skip's pretty getting full, shall we say. It's probably about 3/4 full at the moment. So I will see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day two. I've had a bit of rain overnight, as you can see in this wheelbarrow, but it's sort of just drizzling in the air now. That doesn't matter, got to crack on, get all this stone and chipping all cleared into the skip. That is the main task for now. And now it's decided it really wants to rain. Never mind. Springtime in England. What do you expect? Let's crack on. I think I'm going to wait under here for a little bit. So this is a bit you saw me in the time-lapse video. I've got the bulk of the top of this stone off. What I'm going to start doing next is peeling back the membrane underneath, which is full of holes, which is why everything's growing through. That's all going to be replaced before I stone it, or should I say slate it. I'm going to be putting some blue slate down. So obviously I've got to dig out all of this stone and concrete work here. There's another concrete retainer there, which has got to come out because this is going to be the big flower bed. This section here, I've got all the membrane up, that's all clean through, so that just needs a little bit of levelling, especially in places like this, and then release just membrane down on that, and then the chippings down. So that section there to go. And I did get up these old paving slabs from in front of the raised fish pond. As you can see, it's only laid in about 30-40 mil of sand and cement. There's no sub base there, so that's no good for me. So I'll be getting all of that up, digging down, getting a bit of sub base in there, compact it, and then I'll be getting my sort of 50 mil bed of sand and cement down before I put the pavers on. Okay, it's the end of a pretty wet second day. Good place to stop. Skip's pretty much full now, as you can see, so I've got a new one coming in the morning. I'll just show you what I've got done today. So cleared all of this off with the membranes. That's ready for new membrane. That's the washing line pole there, and the new grey slate to go there. That's going to follow up to there, and I'll be creating a brick border at some point with a concrete base. So that's ready to go. Tomorrow this stone is going to go in the bottom of the new skip first and get all that liner up so it's nice and flat in the bottom. I've cleared out one of these planters full of old roots and some bamboo growing in there, so I've dug that down. It's going to have some decent topsoil, some loam topsoil put in there, and some membrane. A couple of lavenders I'm going to put in there, and it's going to have some mulch on top. Same as all that bed, that'll be cleared out tomorrow. Those shrubs are staying, some rose bushes there. I'm going to add a couple more this end, but I'm going to dig down, refreshen the soil, get all that old membrane and purple slate off, new membrane and some blue slate going on there. I've got rid of all these concrete retainers that were down this edge, got rid of all that soft sand and concrete base that the old pavers were on. There's an old metal frame here, they must have used a shuttering at some point, so I'll get that out tomorrow. What else have we got? Dug out another of the metal spike poles that used to hold an old pergola post. Already did one yesterday, and there's one more to dig out just down there. I'll do that tomorrow. Pull back some of this liner here. Again, all this has got to be cleared. Waiting for the new skip for that. I've got rid of all the concrete retainers. Again, they followed that line there. A couple there. So yeah, that will be in the skip tomorrow. Get rid of all this stone in the middle where the wildlife pond will be going. Bring that berm down a bit, get rid of all that sand, and I've almost got a level playing surface. Let's hope it's a bit drier tomorrow. So, see you in the morning. Good morning, welcome to morning 3. It's dry, it's a little bit breezy, but that's fine. New skip's just been delivered, which is perfect timing, just as I got here. So, let's get all this cleared. just taking a quick break from clearing this. I've just been clearing the patio of as much furniture as I can, putting in the shed here, otherwise I'm going to be tripping over that when I need to start on that section. I've just marked on the floor where I'm going to put my little concrete pad base for my brick retainer. This side is going to be the blue slate, so a bit of hard standing for when they go in the shed. The other side of it's going to be all this flower bed, and then there will be another concrete retainer I need to do around here with more bricks, and that'll be the flower bed, and then all of this will be the blue slate. So that's where we are at the moment. I'll just get this shed tidied back up again. Okie dokie, all of this side now is cleared of all the stone and membrane. I've got a load of new loam topsoil, obviously to fill in this gap here, but I'm going to build it back up there, ready for planting all the plants that I've got coming, and then that'll be mulched on top. So that's all done there. Cleared it all through where these shrubs are currently, and they're going to stay. I'm really just going to be membraning over the top of what's here, and then the mulch on top of that. I've taken off even the first row of paving and those concrete edges, so that's all ready to go there. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to be building a little retainer so you can still walk through here out of bricks, and then I'm going to sweep that round to there. Everything this side is going to be the new blue slate, everything that side of it is going to be the big pollinator friendly flower bed. So what shall I do now? Plenty to do. I think I'm going to make a start clearing this section here of all this shingle and plum slate, and that'd be a good job started. If I get that done tonight, I've got a couple of hours left, that'd be good. If not, I'll finish that in the morning, and that'd be good. So let's see how we get on. Well, that's me done for the day. Skip sort of third, nearly half full. It's been a good old day. I'll just run around and show you what I've done again. But yeah, I'm going to finish this section off. This last little bit of plum slate in the morning. I'm knackered and I need my dinner. So I got that big shrub out from there. I've just pulled up. It's quite sandy under here, but I'm going to dig out some more of this because this is where the subsoil is going to be going for the wildflower meadow. So once all those two are dug out and the plum slate is out, I'll probably go down about another 3 or 4 inches, and then I'll start loading in when I get it the subsoil. I've got to take out this metal shuttering which was for the old paving, so that'll be another job tomorrow. Get those bricks out there, and then that'll be this sort of section joined through then. So after I've done this tomorrow, what I want to do is go through this, get rid of all this old membrane and plum slate, do what I did with this one here, take it down a bit. That's going to be topped up with some new loam topsoil. So a couple more plants going in here. There will be 2 lavenders going there. So yeah, got all this done this morning as I've already shown you. So yeah, another good day's work. And then I might start shifting some of this stone here as well if I get time. And that little bank needs levelling. Apart from that, there's nothing else to do. So see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day 4. It's a lovely day. Let's get cracking. So, randomly it's just started raining after being a really nice morning. Never mind. Anyway, I'm happy with that section down there. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of all this, plumb out this planting bed, probably go down about 6 inches or so, get rid of the soil and the membrane, and then that'll be ready for new loam topsoil and some mulch on top when I get the new plants. I'm not going to bother filming that. That's just me putting that in a wheelbarrow, pretty much what you've just seen me doing there, to be honest, but I had to film something. I've got rid of all those chip-ins and top probably 6 inches of soil. That's all going to be replaced with new loam topsoil, a membrane, and then some mulch on top with a couple of extra shrubs, probably some lavender down this area. Definitely 2 lavender in that other bed I did the other day. I may put the other one here, so there's a bit of a lavender walkthrough, perhaps something else here, but they're going to be planted through the membrane. And then what I'm going to do now, dig this little trench here, get about 6 inches of concrete in the soil, let that go off, and that's going to be ready just as a bit of a foundation for my brick retainer, which I'll be doing tomorrow, depending what time the bricks turn up. If they're morning, I'll get them done tomorrow. If not, it'll be the day after. And again, I've got another little retainer trench to dig around here, separate the soil from the slate. So let's get on with that. So just started raining again. It's changing every 10 minutes today. I've gone from a t-shirt to a fleece, back to my gilet, to a hat, to a baseball cap. It's all going on today. Anyway, so just done a rough spray paint line of where my next trench is going to be dug. I'm going to get that dug. I'm not going to video that. I'll get that cemented and show you that when it's done. So that's the second trench dug out, and a bit of a concrete base there ready for the brickwork. So depending on when the bricks come, if it's tomorrow I'll get them done then, or it'll be the day after. What I'm going to do now, it's nearly the end of the day, I'm going to get a few more of these slabs up and start filling the skip up with that, and then I'll assess in the morning what I'm going to do. Okay, that's me done for today. I'll see you again in the morning. Good morning. It's Friday morning. Normally I'd say it's the last day of the week, but I'm working tomorrow, Saturday. I've only got next week here. I'm going to do another 6-day week next week, and then I won't be here for about 3 weeks, I think, due to other work already booked in. So I need to get as much done as I can in the time I have, and then I'll be back here sort of a bit more continuous then, getting the pond side of things done, and then after that the patio. So first job this morning, I'm just going to mark out and then dig down for this section of paving in front of the existing raised fish tank. I've bored everything out a metre. My slabs are 90 by 60 centimetres, so the 90s be running this way, and obviously 60s out, so I've allowed for full slab 60 and then a 30 cut. There's plenty of standing room there. I've allowed a little bit extra, so we've got a bit of underhang on the sub base, if you like, so it's extra secure on this edge for the paving. So I'm all happy with that. Cleaned up all this edge along here, just when I had a spare 10 minutes. The bricks have turned up, which is good. So I just piled some here. I'm just going to clean up that where that soil's fallen in with the overnight rain. And then I'm going to get these retainers done this afternoon. And then after that I might ferry some of the topsoil through to these planters. But let's get on with these bricks first and hope that the rain holds off. That would be nice. So change of plan. As soon as I spoke about doing some brickwork, it starts raining. I've just looked at the forecast. I think it's meant to stop in a couple of hours. So I'm going to continue shoveling some of this through, get some more of those slabs up for the second phase. Just to start filling the skip and get some topsoil through for these beds. But hopefully a couple of hours it stopped raining and I can get hopefully at least one of these brick retainers done today. See how it goes. So that's all the loam field topsoil put in this planter here. I've repotted one of the ladies' roses that was in a pot. I've left a space here. That's going to be a lavender. I've sort of put a bit of it in there, not filled it right up. There's 2 lavenders going in there. That'll make a nice little lavender gateway, if you like, once they're planted in. But now the sun's shining again, I'm going to get on with that brickwork that I wanted to do a couple of hours ago. Good morning. Well, we made a start on this second brick retainer. Got the second half to go, and then we'll see what we're going to do next. So that's both of the retaining walls done on this side. Obviously you're only going to see the tops of these really, time the soil and chip-ins are laid up either side of them. So, but I like to keep everything looking clean and tidy anyway. So next job I've got this non-woven geotextile membrane. I'm going to put that in here and I'm going to start ferrying through my MOT type 1 sub base and get that compacted in, ready for the paving to go on Monday morning. So that'll be another good little job done.